Hi, in this section I wanted to share some exercises that I created specifically to address better bone density. Barry's been with me through Senior Fit, also First Step Senior Fit, and all of the first steps. It was all the focal point on better bone density, especially the hips and lower back. So, in this section, we're going to find out the exercises she used to where she increased her bone density in her back from the age 86 to 90, 20%. Isn't that incredible? And her hip joint, which had been osteoporosis since age 55, was reclassified as osteopenia. So Barry is proof through these exercises that it is never too late to rebuild bones. Yes, you can, and these are the exercises and the fine points of perfection in the method. It's not just the exercise, it's the method of full fiber activation of multiple muscles. So let's get started. First of all, plie sequence. When you have your wide stance, feet at 11 and 1, you're going to get greater activation here. So many people do a wider turnout, and that inactivates at the hip joint. So you want the hip joint activation. So 11 and 1, and make sure both feet are turned out equally. Most of us have at least one more than the other. Now from here, bending your knees, I want you to shift into your heels and think belly and back, curl the tailbone under, tighten the glutes there. So you're already activating at the hip joint. Ribs up, shift again. Now push those knees out. As soon as you push out, you've got full fiber from your hip to your knee and your knee to the ankle. But you're going to get tired and those knees are going to shift in, and I say push it out, keep pushing it out, and you'll hear me correct it through the workout because I was always picking on Barry to push those knees out and to keep the tuck, because that's how you build better bone density at those hip joints. Okay, so from here, just put hands down low to push down to help you stretch the rib to hip. Again, into the heels. Now, from here, pushing down, now keep pushing those knees out. I can tell if you're relaxing those knees, you'll feel your feet on the bottom of your shoes. Inside, your arches flatten. Knees push out. Feel it tighten right here. Okay, here we go. Lifting this leg, our left. Lift the heel. Now you have to push the knee, push the foot, push with your hand as you lower last 3 toes. Other side. Shift, get that tailbone tucked under, ribs up by pushing, lift the heel. This knee is pushing, keep pushing it. Push that knee out and keep the tuck as you lower it down slowly, last 3 toes. So not the ball joint of your big toe. Lift up 2, 3 down, lift up 2, 3 down. Faster is easier. Shoulders back tall. Up 2, 3 down, up 2, 3. Keep pushing those knees out. Up 2, 3 down, up 2, 3 down. Now come up. Oh, your legs should be tired. Come in. Jazz your hands, shoulders back and tall. Now kick it out. Those little flick kicks will get the inflammation and the fatigue away. And now just lift to the waist, but point the toes each time. Hunch up, relax and reset. Back out again. Nice wide stance, wide enough that your shoulders can fit between the heels. 11 and 1 with the feet. Bend the knees, shift, retuck the tailbone, ribs up, shift, keep pushing the knees out. Now from here, we're going to ribs up, lift both heels. Lift both heels and down. Knees push out. Tendency is as you lift, you let the knees go in. So keep the knees out as you lift. See how much more difficult? But then you're tugging on the bone. You have to tug on bone to build more bone. Lift, that's one. Pushing knees out all the time. Keep those knees pushing out, pushing and tuck on up. Come back in. By now your legs should feel tired. Shoulders up, back, tighten those lats. Here we go. But that's how you build the bone. You have to tug on the bone. Don't have to use weights, but you have to tug on the bone. Lift, 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 lift. Hunch up high, ribs up, and now assume a short plie. Well, actually, a lunge, a little lunge. Bend your right knee, push the knee out. Again, why? Pushing the knee out, you should feel the activation right here at that hip joint. So keep pushing the knee out. Mittens on your thighs. We're going to stretch the fascia while you keep pushing the knee out. Keep pushing. That's building bone density while we stretch. Here we go. Push down and stretch because you want to straighten that knee. Keep pushing it out. Really stretch it. Push down and stretch. Again. Push down and stretch. And then now do the other side. Bend the knee, push it out. Push it out that you feel it. Inside your shoe, you should be on the outside last 3 toes. No ball joint touching. Mittens on the thigh, keep the knee pushed out. Push down and stretch that rib to hip distance. Push down and stretch, and then back over. Bend your right, push it out. One more time to stretch. push down to stretch, keep pushing that knee out. It's a neutral back, you're not tucked. Now from here, hands low on the hips. Bring your foot in and lift your heel as high as you can to push those toes into the floor. Tall. Now, knee out. This opposite knee is pushing out. Our right knee is pushing out because you have to keep the hip activated. Now you're going to use your thumb to try not to move your shoulders. And you're going to use the glute, not the knee. You have to use the glute. So you're using the hip joint. This is building better bone density. Tall. So the knee is out. Tall as you can. Use this thumb. Now think, lift the hip a little bit. Use your glute to twist, 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 twist. Push that thumb. Push the knee and all the way inside of shoe. So keep that heel up. Tall. Now you're going to use your thumb to help push and the opposite knee as well. Here we go. Keep it pushing, tucking, pushing. Twist that hip joint. Twist, push this knee, push thumb, and get that knee out. Tall. Keep the knee out. Keep tall. Now we're going to go in. 1, 2, 3. Glute in. Use the hip, not just the knee. Tall. Keep this knee bent. 1, 2, 3. Glute out. Tall. 1, 2, 3. Glute in. All the way over. Tall. 1, 2, 3. Glute out. Tall. Obviously, it's easier on a smooth floor, but carpet just means you're going to build more bone density. You want the resistance. Tall. Get the knee out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Glute, glute. Tall. Get that knee out. 1, 2, 3. Glute, glute. Tall. 1, 2, 3. Glute, glute. Tall. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. And then tired legs. Jazz your hands. Shoulder up and back. Tighten the lats and kick. Legs should be tired now, and feel the heart rate higher also. Now flick, kick, keep it going, flick, kicks, flick, kick, because the legs are super tired. Flick, kick, now lift your knee. Lift, lift, lift with pointed toes, hunch up, ribs up, and other side. Assume a little bit of a lunge. Push that knee out, mitten chops to stretch. Push down and stretch that rib to hip as hard as you can. Hands low on the hips. Push the toes in the floor and lift your heel. Push this bottom knee out so you keep that hip activated. Tall as you can. Use this thumb pushing so you try not to move the shoulders. Now think about the glutes. The glutes on that hip joint. Tall. Here we go. Push and twist. Use the glutes. Twist, 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 twist to the side of the shoe. Not just your knee. Tall. Now use this thumb and opposite knee. Use the glutes as you open, open, push this knee, push thumb to get the side of the shoe. Keep that knee pushing out. Tall, again slow. Use those thumbs, use the glute, use it, twist, 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 twist. Tall, push and twist, 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 twist. Here we go. Tall, 1, 2, 3, glute in. Tall, 1, 2, 3, glute out. Tall, 1, 2, 3, glute in. Tall, 1, 2, 3, push those knees out. Tall, here we go. 1, 2, 3, glute, glute. Tall, knees out. 1, 2, 3, glute, glute. Tall, 1, 2, 3, glute, glute. Tall, last one. 1, 2, 3, hip, hip. Tired legs, jazz your hands. Shoulder up and back, tighten those lats and kick. So flick it, kick it. Little flick kicks, extra flick kicks. So keep kicking. Here we go. Flick, kick, but shoulder roll helps. Flick, kick. 2 more times. Flick, kick. Now lift the knee. Lift, 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 lift. Hunch up high. Ribs up, and now should feel very tired, so we can work the core at the same time we work our hips with a little push twist. Back to our mittens. Push the knee out. Push down to stretch that rib to hip. Keep that knee bent, pushing out. That's one. Here we go. From here, the bent knee is the hand on top. Bring it in. Now from here, we're going to bring the knee over. Now think about balance. Bobbling is good, so it's okay if you bobble. But you're pressing the hands together. Your ribs are up high to whittle the middle. You bring that knee over, and then you flip it out. Push ribs up each time. Push knees out. The supportive leg is getting tired, but we want that. We want tired fatigue while you're pushing that knee out to build the bones. So ribs up, knee out. Faster is easier. 1, 2, 3, over. Flip it out. Ribs up, push knee. 1, 2, 3, over. Flip it out. Ribs up when you twist. Ribs up. 1, 2, 3, ribs up. Twist out. One more time. 1, 2, 3, over. Flip it out. Ribs up, push knee. Whoo, tired legs. Jazz those hands, soften those knees. Shoulder was up and back. Tighten lats and kick. So flick it, kick it. Flick it now, lift. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Hunch up high. Knees are out there, ribs up, other side. Back to that lunge, bend the knee, push it out though. Mitten chop, push down to stretch, neutral back, not tucking. And then bent knee, hand on top. Bring it in, pressing the first ones for balance. Ribs up high, push your hands as you bring that knee over. Then you twist it out, push ribs up each time, and push knee out each time. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, over, twist it out. Ribs up, push knee, it's a lunge. 1, 2, 3, over, twist it out. Ribs up, push knee, ribs up high, keep them high. 1, 2, 3, over, twist it out. Ribs up, push knee. 1, 2, 3, over, twist it out. Ribs up, push knee. Tired legs, jazz those hands. Shoulders up, back, tighten the lats and kick. Flick it, kick it. Keep those ribs up high. Flick it, kick it now, point as you lift. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Hunch up high. Ribs up and release. Hands again. Final set. Back to your turnout. 11 and 1 on the feet. Ankle activate. Let's roll out those ankles. Roll back the shoulders. Press high. Bend those knees. Tuck that tailbone. Think belly button under like a bad doggy. Tail between the legs. Push those knees out. Remember, knees out for better bones. Ribs up and now, here we go. Lift left, 2, 3, and down. Lift right, 2, 3, and down. Keep pushing out. Don't lose that tuck. Keep tucking all the time now. Both. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Last time, bring it up. And then jazz hands. Shoulder roll and final kicks. Flick it. Kick it. Keep those ribs up high. Come on. Tall, tall, and quick. 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hunch up high. Ribs up and that concludes about the form of full fiber activation of multiple muscles at the same time with equal tension on those bones will stimulate new bone cell growth, and it's proof that yes, you can, never too late to build better bones like Barry.